At first glance, this website looks absolutely fine, really good actually. But there's some things here that could be silently pushing your potential clients away. So let's talk about it. Hey, I'm Dan. I review websites. I review websites in hopes that you could get some actionable insights on what's working, on what's not working, so you can implement those insights to your own business websites. Let's begin. Okay, first and foremost, it is, as I mentioned, as I said in the introduction, it is good. Like the design, it has a cohesive design. So with the blue color and all that stuff, so that's good. So that conveys professionalism immediately, and then the messaging is also messaging, value proposition, and basically the overall offer is pretty clear. So like when I land on this website, I immediately know that they offer window cleaning and that they're in Red Deer. So that's a good thing. You should also apply that to yours. Make sure that you mention you mention your main service and the city you're in or the service area in which you do your service. And that also helps with SEO, so which they're doing, so that's fantastic. And then another good thing here is that the call to action button is prominent, meaning they immediately pop up, not pop up, sorry, like my eyes were immediately drawn to these because they are vibrant, they are prominent, which is the goal for action buttons. Like they should stand out from the overall design, or at least compared to those around it. So in this case, it's white, and then the button is the only thing that's blue. So yeah, it's easily visible. Now, here's one thing that hopefully you can also that you can improve if you're also doing this. This Facebook button. You should not have any social media button on the hero section or the above the fold. I guess for context, above the fold is the very first thing that the user sees when they land on your website. So in this case, before I scroll, that sounds weird. So this whole thing is the above the fold. Anything below it is a below the fold. Like the very top of your homepage, or actually any web page. You should not put any social media button there because one, if you're gonna have a call to action button, it can be honestly it can be different buttons like here. However, the main purpose should only be just one, and that is to contact you. Because website visitors or website traffic isn't really a lead yet, right? You need them to contact you in order to become a lead, so you can actually sell them your service. In this case, it's here, right? But if there's a social media button, there's this thing called analysis paralysis. So basically, if a consumer is presented with multiple options, chances are they will choose none. So in this case, there's not a lot of options here, but because of this Facebook, they might choose others. But that's not what's going to happen here. In fact, what I think happens here, if they click on the Facebook, is that there are too many freaking distractions on Facebook. Meaning, if they actually go to the Facebook and then they receive notifications and all that stuff, they end up just doom scrolling on Facebook and they've forgotten all about your business. And that's why it's really important that you don't have any social media buttons on the above the folder hero section. Put it on your footer. That's good because it's supposed to be secondary because it should be the social media pointing to your website, not the other way around. Okay, and then for the text itself, excuse me. For the text itself, do not say welcome to this business kind of thing. It's a waste of space in this case because you're already saying. I just ate, so I keep burping. You already mentioned the business name on top here in the header. And then you also mentioned it here, meaning if you say this, it's quite redundant. The above the fold has limited space, so make sure to actually use it in a way that you can persuade the visitors to actually choose your business. In this case, it could be something like benefits, or something simple like we do residential window cleaning services and commercial. In fact, you can even make this a list, so it's easy to skim. And then one more improvement you can do here is you can add social proof right away in the above the fold. It's really ideal, recommended to have some type of social proof in the hero section itself. So this could be the number of reviews you have on Google, or it could even be number of houses or windows you've cleaned, something like that. Oh, this one. You can even add this there, like in the very top. Okay, now let's check the mobile friendliness. Oops. It is mobile friendly, so that's good. You should always check if your website is actually mobile friendly, because I don't remember the exact number. However, I'm sure it's more than 60% of your users will likely be on their phone when they're searching for your service. I guess the exception there is for some B2B businesses. But yeah, generally you need to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. And another thing, this is what I meant by making sure that it's just really short, or at least you only have the most important sentences or words on your above the fold, because the space is limited, especially on the mobile version. So here, that's already one line that's been wasted by saying welcome, right? And then another thing is that the call to action, or the main button, should easily be visible when they're checking out the above the fold. In this case, for the mobile version, it's not. Like, they have to scroll down in order to get to the contact form. To the button, right? So that's not a good thing. That's why you should summarize this into much smaller, that can still get your message across. Honestly, you can ask ChatGPT for that, but if you want someone professional, you probably have to hire a copywriter to do that for you, which I actually do. Anyway, let's move on to the next part. Enjoy clear views. These are the benefits, which is good. Yeah. So for your website, make sure to also mention the benefits instead of the features. I mean, you can still mention the features. Features. What's the technical term? I mean, what's the non-technical term for that? What I mean is that the benefits is more on the emotional side. So what it feels like when they use your service. So in this case, you can enjoy clear reviews because, well, your windows are clean. And then there's also protects your property value, which is really good here. Saves time and money. So those are really great benefits, and they really did it well here. For this one, I was kind of confused, honestly, because it says 1, 2, 3, which usually means it's a step, right? But reading this, it's not really a step. It's like an extension of the benefits section. So yeah, I would change the numbers into something like an icon or logo, or maybe even an image. Okay, that's good actually. There's an original shot. This is good. I would actually use this as the hero image instead here, because you can show that you're actually doing the window cleaning yourself. It's an original image, meaning it makes you way more authentic. So if you can show that in the hero section or above the fold, you can immediately get them to trust you, amongst other things, of course. This is what I was talking about as other type of social proof, and this is really good. Ideally, this should also be near the top. So either below here or even before the buttons. So you could use that instead of having these long text. Ideally, for the hero section, depending on your business, supporting text is not even that necessary. Again, it depends on your industry. But what helps more is the social proof. So those numbers that I showed you before, you could add them to the hero section, as well as some review numbers, those kind of thing, right? Yeah, so well, yeah, that's it for now. If you want your website to be audited as well and get some actionable insights, make sure to click the link below. It's absolutely free. I do it for any business, I guess. No, service-based business normally. All right, see ya.